So I bought this lens just recently. Canon FD85mm F1.2 L. It came with genuine hood. I just don't use it that often, so I didn't bother to put it on the lens just for video. I do have problems with vintage lens reviews. It seems like a lot of review videos are more focused on how the lens looks like, which we normally don't care. I'm not a vintage lens collector, so I try not to buy things if I don't see any situation that I am going to use that lens. I wouldn't buy it. Now, this is shot with Canon FD50mm F1.4 at f1.4. ISO 400. So let me switch to 80mm lens. So I just swapped the lens to 80mm and now it's f1.2. And I am standing roughly in the same place. The tripod is in the same position. I had to pan and tilt up a little bit because if the camera position is exactly the same, I would be something like this. Anyhow, now I think if you rewind the video a little bit, you can tell how much the framing is tighter now and how much bokeh you have in the background. By the way, it is bokeh, not the bokeh like some people pronounce. Because, bokeh is originally a Japanese word, and I'm a Japanese man. Anyhow, it's already 8 o'clock, 8:03. So the sun is actually behind the tree, and it looks still pretty bright, which is a good thing, because if you want to create a dark scene, it is much better to shoot bright image and make it dark in the post. It is much cleaner than cranking up the brightness to make it look bright in the post. Here is an example of the scene you can create with this lens. So let me quickly tell you about the lens. I found it at Seawood Photo in San Rafael, which is my go-to camera gear store. Pretty much all of my FD lenses, they were purchased from them. You know, I'm not a vintage lens collector, I'm a vintage lens user. So I have some problem with YouTube vintage lens reviews because they are showing not what the image the lens can create. I really don't care about how the lens looks. Like I said, I'm not a collector, I'm a user. So in this video, I really didn't show you about how the lens looks. Opening shot movie, it was shot on the way back home. Yeah, I stopped at my motorcycle garage and I decided to test the lens, and I did some rack focus test. I also tried 50mm and 35mm. I also tried, kind of comparison between 50mm f1.4, 35mm f2 concave, and this 80mm f1.2 L. And I really like this lens, partly because I don't like filming myself with wide-angle lens. And I'm a solo shooter with a lot of restrictions. So I usually want to hide or cut off many things. So, so opening movie was shot with what I had. So I didn't have proper prop gun when I shot that movie. I used a Marksman Government from 1970s, made in Los Angeles. That's a horrible prop gun, but still, works for the purpose of this video. Anyhow, I might make more of this type of video, but I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.